I was pleased with how I played, and it felt like Coach's confidence was returning also. I really believed we had a decent chance of turning the season around. It's funny that such a short and simple conversation can be such a turning point, but in retrospect, we probably had already reached the turning point by then.
Tonight, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals versus Deshaun Watson and the Los Angeles Chargers.
It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
But versus the Patriots in the finals.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback. first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
33-yard line.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get the 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick.
You're so lucky he went out.
Fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And
How are you going to intercept that, Burrow? What?
Zone for a Bengal TD. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Final week of the year, an absolute must-win game for them, so they needed to get on the board first. They were able to do just that.
And you laid out the stakes. So just think what they've been working with this entire build-up towards this game. Must win. Got to get on the board first. They accomplished that. Now they can't have any type of a letdown. Long way to go in this one.
The Chargers take over 1st and.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. Leading the charge will be their quarterback. Always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson. On 1st down, it's Watson. Oh,
Shit.
that was dangerous.
Watson's
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of
No.
in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So, this is
Let's go.
in. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
We took the ball back. Let's go.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
What was that, Rob?
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander.
I don't even know what's happened in the last play, bro.
After the incompletion for 2nd down. To the air yet again, Watson. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
On the deep ball. It's 3rd down.
Watson looks to throw again. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Yes, sir.
Touchdown, LA.
Number 3.
A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good
Come
return
again?
here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Jerry Tillery.
Nice up, Tillery.
Loss of 8. What great push up front. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble.
Looks like the quarterback got hit, bro. I don't think you're going for it.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. These two teams all tied after 1. On 2nd and 7, Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
I'm so glad I got Watson.
Beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
Boy, CD, you just think about this game, the magnitude of it. Week 17, playoff berth on the line. Even with that storyline, though, you think about this wideout, this veteran wideout, what he's trying to prove. This is a huge game for him individually.
And what a story. And does it deserve top billing? To me, without a doubt, because this could be one of the best comebacks we've seen in the history of this league. Less than a year ago, were we sure that he'd step back on the field and reassume his position as one of the top players in the game? We didn't think so. Now he's going to be comeback player of the year and potentially MVP if his team continues to play well.
Yeah, I think that's the key, right? MVP's a real... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Leighton.
God damn it.
And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Damn.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback.
Tilly.
As a receiver, you've got to understand
Taylor.
where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Come on, boys.
He's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6.
Don't push him back. Push him back. Come on.
A 6-yard pickup.
Come on, Taylor.
2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Taylor.
That's
Come on, Tillery.
3. It's 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run.
Come on,
He'll get a nice
please.
chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works
Bro.
it past the 50.
Stop them. What the fuck?
Run, it's a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He'll air this one out for...
Are you shitting me, bro?
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd.
You really just let them do that to us.
Season, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that. For
What
a
the
touchdown.
fuck?
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
Shit.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Block your dude.
That one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This is Wilder. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the Chargers punter now. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The Chargers certainly have to think, just like we saw there, that they're going to continue to target him. It's going to be up to the defense to try to stop him because he's going to be such a focal part of this game plan.
And people always talk about extra pressure that goes along when a playoff spot's on the line. Maybe it's not as much pressure. He tends to handle that pretty well.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Number 3.
From 4 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And we get the ball back, too.
He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it when...
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
About to recover that. What the fuck
All
happened?
these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. They
God damn
take
it.
a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5.
Watson.
Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Again, it's Watson. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Watson's pass.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's 4th down and goal.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before the break, Watson. And
what the fuck?
Incomplete. 1 second left to go. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, where it was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium. James Conner, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. 28-0 the final. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the 2nd half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game.
Damn it.
Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He'll rifle. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
Why wouldn't I decline it?
A couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
4 makes it
from the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for us.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Are you shitting me? Both of you were on the ground. Fuck. Thank God.
Randy Bullock lining up for the point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
His kick.
And he's able to put it through. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I did that by accident.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
50-yard line.
From midfield now, Burrow. Short throw to Smith. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
Joe Mixon on the carry.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Complete to Jonnu Smith.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Bengals 14.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Now Burrow loses the football.
Deshaun Watson sacked.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Derwin James on the cover.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And no, it's incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Watson's pass complete to number 3.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Watson's pass incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Watson's
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And this certainly confirms all the chatter, just how big of a final weekend this is. For the moment, the 6th seed is theirs, but it'll take a victory to officially lock that down.
And we have to keep reminding ourselves that number 6, that's no longer the final seed. We go 7 deep in each conference now. But you're at the point now where you have to win to guarantee your spot. You don't want to get stuck scoreboard watching and hoping other teams can help you out by winning their games or losing their games. You got to take care of business yourself and erase all doubt.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Burrow loses the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Deshaun Watson sacked. A fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
49, guys. Mike.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
You're shitting me.
Shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
That touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Fuck you.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
How? There's 2 people on him. How?
Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Flushed out right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 2nd down, Burrow. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The onside kick recovered by the Chargers.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Chargers, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half.
As you'd imagine, the locker room was hyped after that game. Look, I had plenty of tough moments in my career, but fortunately, I had a lot of great ones too. And I have to say, this was one of the better moments of my whole career. Thinking back on it now, it didn't matter what happened the rest of the season. Yeah, we lost in the playoffs to a team that was absolutely stacked with talent, but that one moment was one of the best in my entire life. One piece of advice I always give the young players coming into the NFL is not to take the end-of-year awards for granted. Between the star power on hand and the amazing history of the league, it is an honor to be there. I took the time to rest up and get ready for the next season. I tried to focus on getting my mind and body right, you know? And I needed it for what came next.
That was a comeback for the ages, and it was a treat to watch.
It was one of those situations where when you've been around long enough, you just start to see the game differently. It's almost like everything slows down around you. One moment that really stood out was my first time on Rich Eison's show.
My next guest needs no introduction. Some of you may know him as the reigning NFL MVP. Others may know him as one half of everyone's favorite duo, the Heartbreak Kids. But I know you as someone entirely different. Isn't that right, Shoeless? Tell everyone at home how I single-handedly saved your career.
Yeah, that's right. You absolutely saved me at the Combine by letting me wear your Run Rich Run cleats.
Which I still haven't gotten back, by the way.
You know, it's funny you mention that.
Oh, my beautiful babies. What did he do to you?
Well, I didn't know how to get them back to you, and they did kind of help me get drafted in a roundabout way, so they became my lucky practice cleats.
So much for asking for those back.
Yeah, you know what? I felt terrible about that, so I figured I'd make it up to you.
What do you have here? Oh my goodness. These are amazing.
Those are custom Heartbreak Kid 3s. They're cleats, and there's only 4 guys that have them. Those are guaranteed to get you a sub-5 40 time.
This is the greatest day of my life. Thank you so much for these. Oh, geez. I've been so wrapped in the great Combine cleat caper, I forgot we have a surprise for you today as well. Someone wants to say hello.
What up, player? Peep this. On behalf of EA Sports and the Madden community, I want to be the first to welcome you to the Madden family as this year's cover athlete. Ooh, wait!
What? That is crazy. We grew up playing Madden, so this is unbelievable. And so cool to Snoop and the rest of the EA.
In the game.
Yeah, I'm in the game.
Okay, let's get real now. I gotta ask, are you worried about the Madden cover curse?
The cover curse? I know some guys are gonna be mad at me, especially if I mess up early in the season, but honestly, I'm not really a superstitious guy.
Stay tuned. There's more to come with our newest Madden cover athlete.
Hey, they look good on you.
Lead Dream Team to start
Thinking back, what part of the process did you enjoy the most?
The crowds went totally wild when all of us stepped out of the tunnel and onto the field. Talk about a major adrenaline rush. It was just after camp, and Coach called me in to talk about the preseason games. I didn't think anything of it at the time.
Do we even have to ask, bro? Who stood out?
It was the first of many moments that would eventually snowball into something much bigger.
But Denzel Washington, way better.
Tonight, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson. How do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield? It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So, Charles, the second week of action here in the preseason. It's a time where, talking heads like you and me start making our predictions. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
Burrow on 3rd down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Burrow looking to pass. He's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
1st and goal.
Mixon trying to punch it in.
Joe Mixon.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's a run with Mixon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Again, the ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. Here's Watson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Chargers.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Watson off play action.
At the 15.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Williams. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense...
It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 33 yards that time. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
I like the thought process there. They can...
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Number 3.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Watson looks to throw again. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
No good.
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision some 3 more.
28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now the second down throw on target. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Burrow. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's second down.
2nd and 10.
To the air again, Burrow. Again, he'll target Boyd, this time successful. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now, Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
26-yard line.
The Chargers getting set to go. They find themselves trailing on the scoreboard, but it certainly hasn't been because of what they've been able to do at the receiver position.
And let's face it, partner, we've been around a lot of receivers. Has it ever been their fault when things aren't going well? We know how they operate, right? And right now what they're saying is, well, guess what? If we want to win, throw it to us even more. We're the ones making the plays.
The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to fire one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
Los Angeles.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
No luck going for 2 last time, so they'll just kick the extra point here. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just 1 play resulting in the touchdown.
Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Over the middle to Smith. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
First down, Chargers.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. Going deep here for Allen. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 32.
A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, L.A. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do.
That in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Burrow on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. The ball comes out, and this is recovered by the Chargers.
Complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Chargers.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. We've got 2 more after this one, and then we get it all started, as we normally do, on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that? And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advance
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. That his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
No.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
2 yards.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 3 yards out, and the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The kicker on for the.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And it's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Some tough running, but it only gets them to the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Banks. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
38-yard line.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
The 49-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around 41, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the play.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. A 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And it's 3rd down.
This is Scarborough. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run. This is Scarborough. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Now Scarborough, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
11-10.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been